We've talked about it a few times already this year.
But Greg
Adam Silver's got to do something about it.
Well, Greg Popovich was the one that really started this thing, as best of my recollection.
That's accurate.
And I went off on him a few years ago that he just doesn't care. He cares about one thing, and I can appreciate that too. He cares about winning basketball games and extending his players' careers. Doesn't want to put them on the court to face injury. I understand the argument that he will make, but I will also say, you know what? He just basically said, "Screw you" in Brooklyn.
It's a problem.
Bottom line,
if you're a Spurs fan, I guess it's not a problem because you win a lot. But if you're in the NBA, it's a problem.
Did Brooklyn, slash the tickets in half? Because the stars that are making $25 million a year didn't play.
How would they even know about it, right? Until it's the rosters. I mean, the
it's a bad
active
look,
players
man.
are announced.
It's a really bad look, man.
Yeah, it sucks. Adam Silver's got a problem on his hands. He's got to do something about it. Now, if you tell me a guy's legitimately hurt, we never question that. But when Popovich himself goes, he's got an injury that's not really an injury. We know what you're doing. We get it. But when you come here once. And people bought tickets solely to see your guys play. Because remember where we had the discussion last week? Kawhi Leonard's one of the best players in the game. Well, you know what? Shame on you for not playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think you'd want to play against the Nets. Mm-hmm. That's a stat padder right there. You know what I mean? They beat the Nets by 30 without those guys.
Just amazing. It's I would say the audacity of it all is pretty amazing.
And by the way, if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, and we get it, they're 9-35. We knew going into this year it was going to be a long, long year. They
Jeremy
knew it.
Lin's hurt again,
and Lin's out for 3 to 5 weeks with the hamstring. And listen, it's a first round draft pick kind of year, right? We get that. We understood it going in, so no surprises. But from a pride standpoint, if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, you got some balls not playing your starters against me. And I know I lost by 30, even though your backups played. So I don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to my abilities right now as a team. But when you go out, when you played football, I don't care if you were 35 towards the end of your career or when you were 25, the notion of the other team showing you a lack of respect. Like if the Cleveland Browns said, after watching your first couple games as a rookie, when you admittedly struggled, right?
Sure, yeah.
Your second year, if they said, you know what? We're sitting Hanford-Dixon in this game. Frank Minifield.
I would say great.
You get my point.
I know what you're talking about. But it's not. We have a 16-game season as opposed to an 82-game season. But I understand that. But I don't know. It's a really weird deal because, when you have like a team like the Spurs and you have stars like Kawhi Leonard, one of the reasons why you want to go watch a basketball game is because you want to see him. And he's only going to be here once or twice a year. And even if you are not a Nets fan, but you're a basketball fan,
you want to see the Spurs.
You want to see him play.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you they sold a lot of tickets to that game that they otherwise would not have sold.
Maybe.
If Memphis was in town, they would. I'm sure they sold more tickets last night.
Adam Silver told me, "Hey, look, some of our players are going to take nights off because they need to take nights off." Well, I said, "Well, then you need to lower the ticket prices. You need to lower the ticket prices significantly."
I think you got to do your best to let people know what's going on. Like there are people I know as a fact. 2 months ago, bought a ticket to that game, figuring hard to get to the Garden. The Garden's always sold out. If I want to see the Spurs play, I am pretty sure I can get a ticket in Brooklyn. Probably can. So 2 months ago, that father said, you know what? Hey, Junior,
I'm sure
great
there's
news.
I'm sure there's somebody like that. Of course
that happened.
there is.
There's no doubt about it.